Ladies, are you ready?
Oh, it's time. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome to Clock In, the podcast where we talk about work, culture, identity, leadership, and everything in between. I'm Suheir, and this is my very first podcast episode. This podcast is personal, it's honest, and it's everything in between. It's the beginning of saying things that we have been wanting to say for such a long, long time.
Yeah. Well, hi, I am Shaima, and if this is your first time with us in this podcast, this is the episode to start with because we're about to give you why and, the real reason and what is Clock In, why we've named our podcast as Clock In, and why are we doing what we're doing.
Exactly. So why did we call it Clock In, Shaima?
Because whether you love your job, let's be honest, not many people do. Okay, if you hate it or just, you're barely surviving this job, right? The moment you clock in, there's a shift that happens in
Definitely.
your persona, your mood. And we want to capture the moment when you clock in, right till you clock out. What happens? The challenges, the struggles, the mindset, or even the joys, the really even awesome part of just clocking in, that being at your job.
Exactly. We want to talk about what happens when, again, we clock in and we punch in mentally, emotionally, culturally, and we are here to make this space is as safe as possible and capture every single part of the journey and not to miss anything, not the wins, not the wants. We want everything to be from the heart. We want to address every feeling that and emotion that we feel once we step into the office and start our working day.
Yeah, because let's be honest, a lot of the podcasts out there, they just kind of, it's surface talk. It's not real. It's not raw. It's not related to our region. That's
100%.
really important. And most importantly, how many podcasts are there are led by women that talk about the struggle, about the culture clashes, the corporate maze, the quiet conversations that happen in the different corners of the office, right?
True. And the most important thing that we wanted everyone to have this space and have real, meaningful information, conversation led by women without the fear of retaliation, without the fear of being judged or misjudged in a way. And we just want to connect, maybe on a cup of coffee, like we're sitting together. Just let's connect and be honest with whatever we want to talk about. Voices like ours are still there, and many people are fearing, or women especially, they fear talking about things. And this is, we're trying to create this space for them, especially in the Middle East and in a working environment where they feel safe and express themselves.
Yeah, because we're not just talking, we're walking the talk, you and I. We've been there, we've done that. Right?
Definitely.
We've faced it. The struggles, oh my goodness, how to lead in a project. Sometimes you lead silently. How do you do it? How to cope? That is the biggest problem. As a woman, and especially when the C-suite is full of men, how do you cope? How do you evolve? You want to go up the ladder. Right? We did that. We went up the ladder. We went vertically and horizontally. Right?
Definitely.
But the most important is when you navigate all this, how do you stay true to yourself?
And
How
this,
do you not lose yourself? That's important.
that's amazing. That's an amazing question because do you want to change your look or the way you behave because you want to fit in, which sometimes it's really hard. And that's why this podcast is not a process or just a polished how to guide. It's actually an ongoing conversation on how to fit in and maybe we will have even few side eyes.
Oh, we'll have a lot of side eyes, definitely. And sass, that's my promise. I bring a lot of Shaima sass into everything I do, even if when I post in social media. So Shaima sass is always there. And most importantly, what I really hope to achieve is get those sparks of recognition. Like when we say something, a woman or even a man in a corporate world, right, will go, this exactly the same thing happened to me. I recognize that. Oh my goodness, this happened to me the other day. And I want that. I wish we could create that connection.
And that's what we're hoping for as well. We really want you to feel that we're just sometimes talking what you're thinking or making you feel, oh, that's me at one point of time. And throughout the podcast, hopefully you will understand and we will make you feel more confident on the way you can actually maneuver your way around in the corporate world or even in your personal life sometimes, because there is always a challenge on how to balance, as a woman, to be honest, between work, people judgment, personal life, home,
cultural
etc.
expectations.
Definitely.
Even work, as a woman, there is work culture expectation and then there's society culture expectations.
Definitely. Definitely.
So how about this? Introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Suheir Alul, and I am a Palestinian, a very proud actually, Palestinian American who was raised as a refugee. I was raised in a way where nothing or things were not coming and handed easily to us. We had to work hard for everything because, and I'm sure many of the people who lived what we went through feel the same. We can never take anything for granted because you can lose everything in one day. I studied computer science at the University of Iowa in the US in the 80s, by the way, where many women didn't even have the chance to go to college or were not allowed to go to college, especially if they don't have a male guardian that can be with them.
And you went without one?
I went without one.
How dare you?
I have to thank my dad for that.
Oh,
he
bless
gave
him.
us all the trust, and in his mind, education, and he always believed education for a girl is as important for a man. And it wasn't an easy decision, trust me, but I owe it to him.
Great man ended up with great daughters.
Thank you. And after that, I worked for some time in New York, and from there I came to the Middle East. I worked with an automotive company for nearly 30 years. It's a place where you feel that it was challenging. As I started, I was one of the few women there actually when I started. I went into many departments, from distribution to sales to after sales, etc. And the last assignment was on customer experience. And I just want to let you know that I'm not doing this just because I'm a woman, okay? I'm doing this because I'm a proud mother of 3 wonderful girls, whom I really want them to excel in their lives naturally. Not because they meet a certain KPI or someone needs to hire them to just tick the box, okay, because it becomes...
We'll talk about that.
We have to, because that's one of the biggest challenges. And I think it's one of the things that draw us back.
It's one of my pain points. It's my triggers. You know that. Well, you have outstanding daughters. I have to say that.
Thank you
Mashallah,
so much.
Mashallah alayhum. So I am Shaima Sayyid. What I want you to know is I'm a Gen Xer, and I don't look like a Gen Xer, but let's be honest, Gen X is and shall be the best generation of all generations, right?
Definitely, I'm one of them.
And I am a nerd. I can say certified nerd because I actually chase certificates, not because they are flashy. It's because that is my way of moving forward. That's my style. So I have a bachelor in law. I have a master's in law. I have a negotiation certificate from Harvard. I
Mashallah.
have an legal in-house certificate qualification. I have a business coach qualification. I just stack them up, right? But I don't fit into boxes. Okay, I am a legal consultant. I am a lawyer, but is that really? It's a profession. I like it. I really enjoy my doing law. But is that my call? That's the thing.
Yes.
And saying I'm a Gen Xer, everybody would be easily able to guess my age. But the thing is, my journey took me 20 years to be where I want to be because I did not have someone to guide me. And looking at it, I want to be that guide. I went through it, so I want to share my experience, my knowledge, my advice, my guidance to shorten the trip for women and at the professional world. And it's not necessarily to go up the ladder, right? Sometimes it is enough for a woman. She's happy where she is. She just wants to be known as a subject matter expert.
True.
She doesn't want to be senior manager or CEO. Come to me when you have a problem in engineering, for example. I am a specialist in 1, 2, 3 accounting or whatever. Sorry, guys, in accounting, I'm really bad at differentiating. The finance guys get mad at me because I don't know the difference between finance and accounts.
Okay.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
My daughter will be angry with you.
But the point is that I want to help the women, especially women, but of course men, if they want any help, is to get to their own next level of greatness in their path. And a part of that legacy that I want to create is this podcast.
Amazing. What an amazing journey that you went through as well. And the whole idea, I agree with you, is for someone to be, everyone actually, to be comfortable of where they want to be or where they are. And that's the objective.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what we want to do is to reflect this, for this space, to reflect your experience, your story, your voices, and we hope that you will navigate through whatever chapter you have or you're in now in your life. We want to motivate and empower every woman of all ages, be it or even men, if they want to, as you said, join us and discuss certain issues. We are more than welcome to anything. And follow, mainly women, their passion, okay? And believe in their capabilities, because you really don't need always to have someone who tells you, yes, you can do it, or you have to study that. Maybe you want to do something different.
Yeah. So it's really important, right? We do have career shifts. And I think the idea with this podcast is to understand that we perhaps sometimes need to reinvent ourselves. And maybe some women or some professionals don't know how to reinvent themselves, right?
And we've seen many of them.
Yes, and they try to move forward, but they fail because no one's ever spoken about it. No one's showed examples.
Yeah.
And so what this podcast, we hope that it will create is that it becomes their megaphone of whoever listens, a mirror into the possibilities and also the ways to tackle a problem or a challenge or a struggle. Just talk about a struggle.
Definitely. So thank you for clocking in with us. We hope you stay, binge a few episodes, cry a little, laugh a lot.
And we plan to do these episodes once in every 2 weeks, right? We're going to share our socials and email in the captions in the videos. Remember, this episode is sort of the introduction where we're telling you what clock-in is, and then we'll take on each episode on a different topic.
Please write to us, share your thoughts, and again, any subject or any topic that you want us to talk about, share it with us. See you soon, and thank you.
Let's clock out, I guess.
Thank you.